going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here. And has the FOMO train kicked in? Are you up in the air, scratching your head, deciding, should I FOMO in to the latest Alephium ASICs from Ice River, the AL0? So we're going to take a look at some numbers here. I put a spreadsheet together. We're going to give you an idea of what profitability looks like now that everybody is showing you versus what it may look like when you actually get anything. Also, what is the best value miner? As we know, Ice River has always been better per the hash rate that you get, but is it still the same with this earliest batch of miners? Let's find out. Now, if at any time you plan on hitting that big fat red FOMO button and need to purchase yourself some of these things or any ASICs for matter, check them links down in the description. So let's take a look at the numbers right now. So the first there is based on Bitmain's AL1 at 41,800. Now this is on Bitmain's website before any coupons. In order to get coupons, you got to keep buying miners from Bitmain. So most of us, this is not for us. Most likely the third parties are the ones getting all these in large mining farms and so on. I did see at Miner Bros that we do have it for 32,949. So I added that in for the cheaper numbers based on that. Maybe you can find them somewhere else down to as low as 31K. I don't really know, but this is pretty much one of the lowest prices I found so far. So right now we have the AL1 on Bitmain's website before coupons, 15.6 terahash miner, as we know, 3,510 watts. Price to gigahash is $2.67, and the efficiency is 4.44 gigahash per watt of power that you use. Now coming into Miner Bros here for the $32,949, this is the exact same miner. We don't have to go through that, but that is coming in at $2.11 per gigahash here. So obviously it is cheaper because the price is down about $11,000 or so. And then coming in and looking at Ice River, we can see for $799 at 400 gigahash and only 100 watts, which is another major thing, is you're not going to notice this thing on your power bill. You're not going to go bankrupt having to worry about covering your power costs. And you know, with something over 3,000 watts, because you will see that happen on your monthly power bill, where this won't. This is like an old school light bulb type of thing here. But that is pretty much the best price per hash rate, which is what we always see with Ice River, especially in their L versions of their miners, at only $1.99. So pretty much $2 per gigahash here, and the efficiency is actually pretty damn close to Bitmain's miner, which is pretty crazy at 4 gigahash per watt of power used. So that's pretty good. And now sadly we have Gold Shell here, which is pretty much done for. I don't think anyone's going to be buying these miners from this point forward. They're throwing on some flash deals, getting 2 for 1 and so on. I still don't think that's good, but we'll have to see how it works out here. But here you can see, originally they announced this on the 17th or 19th of July for 6,350. That is 720 gigahash at 360 watts. That's coming out at $8.81 per gigahash. That is so expensive compared to the other miners that just released. On top of that, it's half the efficiency. So you're only getting 2 gigahash per watt of power that you're using. So it's using a lot more power for the hash rate that it's getting as well. Now there are rumors of a price drop and everything ever since Ice River and Bitmain did announce their miners. I still don't know what that is. It's looking like some Telegram places, which I do feel are, most of them are sketchy. Be very careful. That's why I always recommend the third parties, and links in the description, because a lot of people get scammed all the time from using a bunch of Telegram. That's scam central in my mind. Regardless, you never know. There are a few out there that are legit. Regardless, we're seeing numbers of just under 3,000 here, and working that out, that is still $4.16 per gigahash, still double the price of everyone else here. And obviously we're still using the same amount of power, so it's the same efficiency. And then for some notes here, you know, what's the damn price drop? Not listed anywhere for the AL Box 2. So yeah, you know, they're saying they're dropping the price, but then they don't show anybody what it is. Meanwhile, everyone is buying the crap out of these, and Gold Shell, no one has any money left to buy yours because you're not even letting us know the price, and it's not even looking that good in the first place. You need to make this miner twice the efficiency here. So you need to pretty much get 1.4 terahash here at the same amount of power to compete with the other miners here. So you got some work to do. So a sum up here, Gold Shell is the most expensive per hash and the least efficient miner, making it the worst miner now for Alephium. Bitmain is the most efficient, with Ice River very close in efficiency, but the best cost per gigahash, making fastest ROI is for Ice River. So that's very interesting. And again, you know, that is one of the most popular home miners because it hardly uses any power, and it is also the lowest cost entry into mining this coin. Now let's take a look at the profitability depending on how many miners may come on, looking at right now versus future batches. All right, so now let's take a look at the profitability, and in green here is what all our mining calculators and everything is showing us. So as we come into mining now, right now, we can see our current after power profits is $869, and before it it's about $878, and the same thing on what to mine and everything else out there. But mining now is a nice resource to utilize. It has all these nice ASICs that adjust all by itself. You don't have to refresh the page and so on. So a great website for checking ASIC profitabilities here. But coming back into the spreadsheet, we have the AL1 from Bitmain, we have the AL0 from Ice River, and the AL Box 2. Now in green, all the numbers is everything right now before anything's on the network. None of these are online right now. So we're seeing massive profitability based on this. And now we can see here Alephium with 200 AL1. So this is combined hash rate with everything coming online on the first batches and so on. They're all shipped around the same time, or at least pretty close. Some might try to beat the others and so on. But the point is here, with 200 AL1s worth of hash rate turning on, we're going to turn with the AL1 here from $868 down to $306. That is a huge drop for only 200 of these miners going online. That's going to greatly increase that ROI process, especially if you spent over $30,000 on the big bad boy Bitmain, which most of us didn't. That's mostly for the large farms and so on. And coming into the AL0, we're going to go from $22.27 right now, which is being promoted, down to only $7.85, which is still actually pretty good. And then the AL Box 2 is currently at $40.09 right now. It's going to drop down to $14.13. So you can see the big drops that are happening, and that's only with 200 AL1 miners on currently. Now let's take a look at 500 and 1,000. And there are rumors out there that allegedly Bitmain already has 500 to 1,000 of these miners to ship. I don't think that's the case, but that's what people in my Discord have been talking about. I don't know. It did take Kaspa a long time to hit these numbers. I don't really know where they're at, if Kaspa did hit 1,000 or not yet, but it did take a long time. But things are getting cheaper. Manufacturing is definitely picking up in every industry right now, so maybe it's possible they have a whole bunch more, but I can't guarantee this. But the point is, we're going to look at these numbers so you can get future predictions here. So looking at Alephium in yellow now with 500 AL1s worth of hash rate online, and that is only these. That's removing the current hash rate that's already there, but I imagine anything that's mining it right now won't be able to mine it anymore. They're going to fall off the network anyway, unless they got free power, but there's probably something better they can mine. But coming in, and red here is the 1,000 AL1s, and yellow is 500. So now we're going to start off with what we're all seeing right now. $868 per day with the AL1 from Bitmain. That will drop with 500 miners worth of hash rate coming online down to only 122. And if 1,000 come online, that is down to $61.25. Looking at the AL0 from Ice River, it's currently at $22.27. If 500 come online, that is down to $3.14. And if 1,000 come online, that is down to only $1.57 per day. And depending on how many come in the first batch, like I said, right now it's looking like this. If it's at least 200, these are how bad the profits are going to be as soon as you turn it on day one. It's going to be pretty insane here. And coming into the AL Box 2 right now, it's at $40.09. If 500 turn on, that is $5.65 worth of 500 AL1 boxes or AL1 Bitmain bad boy hash rate miners turning on in the first batch or so. And then if 1,000 of them turn on, the AL Box 2 turns into only $2.82 a day. Crazy times ahead. All right, guys, so if you are still driving on the FOMO train and you're looking to pick these up, again, smash them links down in the description. If this kind of took you off, and I'm trying to show you the numbers, that the profitability is dramatically going to change. Now, the price could definitely go up 2, 3, 4, 5, 10x from here. Altcoin season isn't until next year. I feel anything that happens this year or the past 2 to 3 years on most of these coins, unless they're absolutely dead or rug pulls, is null and void. Next year is when we see all the magic happens, the main bull run kicks in, altcoin season will kick in, and who knows what type of prices we could see in all these coins. I am a firm, strict believer of the cycles and altcoin season. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.